tonight as the clock ticks towards the 2020 election. Democrats duke it out, vying for position in another presidential debate. And some big changes could be coming to the Duluth School District. We'll tell you why redrawing districts is being looked at. And later, Canal Park is sure to be a headache for drivers this weekend as an onslaught of activities is happening. We have tips for navigating the area.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Thanks for joining us. Well, get ready. It's going to be a pretty busy weekend in the heart of downtown Duluth. Friday night, it's the Christmas City of the North Parade, plus the Bulldog hockey team takes on Colorado College at Amsoil. Then Saturday night, it's Bentleyville's 2019 season opener, and the Bulldog men take the ice again. There's also a concert at Symphony Hall. Alleviating traffic at Canal Park has been something that MnDOT and the City of Duluth have been working on for quite some time.
That draws so many people. They're all coming into town about the same time. So the freeway backs up, the ramps tend to back up. So if people can come early, they can avoid some of that possibly.
Increased travel during the winter season isn't anything new for MnDOT. Public Affairs Representative Beth Petrowski says they already have preparations ready for the chaos.
We are planning to have our changeable message boards up beginning on Friday morning, which will let people know that congestion is expected on Friday night and Saturday night.
Last year, the City of Duluth worked with the Metropolitan Interstate Council on a study about how to alleviate traffic in Canal Park. The city is now implementing some of those changes.
Most of the study recommended looking at parking, being more efficient with parking, getting people to where they can park, and also involved quite a bit of wayfinding signs to get the parkers to the ramps.
City engineer Cindy Voigt says parking is one of the biggest issues causing traffic congestion. There are now plenty of new signs throughout the downtown area pointing towards recommended event parking. Voigt says the farther you park from the very front of the event, the easier it will be to get in and out.
You need to remember, if you're an able-bodied, park on this side of the city and spend the 3 minutes to walk. It's going to save you 15-20 minutes.
City officials say there's new signs and crowd control fencing for pedestrians to help keep everyone safe, and you can always check traffic and road conditions through MnDOT's 511 website. Let's head over to get a look at the weather with Dave. Dave, rainy here in Duluth, but lots of people are seeing snow north of us.
Yeah, I've been eyeing up the Min 511 page and the Wisconsin 511 page as well.
Yeah.
Things are calm on the Wisconsin side right now, wet from rain, but calm. Up north, yeah, I've had a report of the Bike area, for example, north of Virginia. 4.5 inches of snow already. And there's the dividing line in our area, frontal boundary with an approaching low pressure system. To the north, snow. To the south, rain. And the forecast for tomorrow says snow could be relatively heavy, especially for the morning commute. And temperatures, they'll be a bit topsy-turvy. They'll be in the 30s overnight for a lot of towns, including tomorrow morning till about noon. Then the snow chance will fade away. The temperatures will tumble, but we will clear up. So I'll talk more about snow totals in just a little bit and what the weekend's going to hold. Just wait a little while longer.
Thanks, Dave. And speaking of snow, MnDOT is ready to battle winter with 2 new pieces of equipment aiming to keep the roads safe this season. The icebreaker is a cylindrical attachment on the plow trucks. The equipment is used to poke holes in the ice, which helps remove it off the ground faster than using salt when temperatures get cold. Last year, they had one of their own and shared 2 with other headquarters around the state. Now having 3 of their own, they say, will help with the amount of roads they have to cover.
Like the bigger snowstorms, all of the entire district is going to be impacted. So now we'll be able to have icebreakers available within those areas, you know, because it's a long way from Pine City up to International Falls.
MnDOT officials want to assure the public that the icebreakers do not damage the roads. And as Dave was just talking about, things are starting to get a little dicey as it relates to the weather outside. Let's take a look outside our studios here in Canal Park, where you can see just a little bit of rain falling here in Duluth, but that is set to turn into snow north of us. Snow is already falling up Highway 53 near Pike Lake. That's where we find CBS3's John Cardinelli. He's live on the roads for us tonight. John, sounds like things are getting pretty nasty up there.
Well, Tony, right now we're heading south on 53 towards Hermantown, and while we haven't seen snow, we've seen a lot of slush and rain. I'm going to take a look at the road here. There's been reports of thunder and lightning and also some snow up on the range. My photog Bobby is driving the car right now, and he said that he could kind of feel the brakes slipping a little bit on the car, and visibility out the window is pretty low right now. We did see one snow plow putting salt on the road earlier, and from what I'm hearing, there's going to be a lot more snow tonight.
Yeah, something we'll be sure to keep our eye on, especially as the temperatures drop and that rain keeps falling. It's sure to turn slick. John Cardinelli live for us on the roads tonight. Thanks, John. Well, police are investigating a 19-year-old's death as a possible homicide. Cass County authorities say the man's body was found at a home in Cass Lake on Monday night. They have not released the name of the victim or how exactly he died. An autopsy has been scheduled. No word if a suspect is in custody. In Wisconsin, a man has been convicted of trying to kill his ex-girlfriend by lighting her house on fire. Eugene Stumba set an Ashland home on fire in July of 2018. While his ex-girlfriend was inside, the 54-year-old was convicted today on 1 count of arson and 1 count of attempted homicide. Both those are felonies. His sentencing is scheduled for later in January. School district boundaries in Duluth will soon be changing. The Duluth School District is working to redraw district lines because some schools are reaching overcapacity. According to Superintendent Bill Gronseth, redrawing the district boundaries is a 4-phase process. It started back in October with a group of 80 people who drew new boundary lines they thought would be more effective. Cooperative Strategies, a firm that specializes in redistricting, looked at the drawings and made 4 scenarios that best fit the needs of the district. Phase 2 happened last week when focus groups gave feedback on those 4 plans. Phase 3 will be in January when the whole community can weigh in on the new lines. Superintendent Bill Gronseth says this is something the district does every so often because neighborhoods change. It's an effort to make sure some schools aren't overcrowded while others are empty.
There'll be open community meetings, there'll be online surveys. We're going to have copies of all of those at our schools, so people who may not have technological access will be able to respond as well.
Phase 4 is expected to happen in February and March. The school board will consider what changes to make based on feedback. The hope is there will be an official plan by this spring. The new district lines could go into effect as soon as next fall, but Gronseth says students would be able to stay in their current school until it's time to change. For example, a student in elementary school would be allowed to stay in that school even if their district changes until it's time to go to middle school. A Duluth park is about to get a $2 million facelift. Funding has been secured to improve the Lincoln Park infrastructure. Funds will be used to improve parking, upgrade playground equipment, and restore the more than 100-year-old pavilion. The money will also be used to fix walking paths which were damaged during the 2012 floods. Officials say they hope the improvements will be a benefit for everyone.
We know that recreation and open green space can help remedy some of those health disparities and just give everybody an opportunity to get outside and connect with our programming and with nature.
Of that $2.1 million, which is the total cost, $750,000 comes from a grant. The rest comes from donations and the city's tourism tax fund. An endangered bird recently recorded its best breeding season ever in Wisconsin. The piping plover was added to the state's endangered species list 40 years ago. This season, however, biologists say the bird was found to be nesting at several new locations around the Apostle Islands. Biologists have spent more than 20 years working to protect nests and increase habitat. In Wisconsin, hunters are asked to keep an eye out for feral pigs during this upcoming rifle season for deer. The DNR wants hunters to look for feral pigs, which are unprotected wild animals, and kill them whenever possible. Feral pigs can be hunted year-round with no limits. Officials say any hunter who spots a feral pig or kills one should report it to the agency through its website. Feral pigs are extremely destructive and prey on fawns, grouse, turkeys, and other birds. They've also been known to carry several diseases that are dangerous to humans. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, bombshells were dropped in today's impeachment hearings. We'll have a full recap.
High temp of 39 degrees today. Could be the end of the warm spell. Tomorrow morning, fairly mild, but by tomorrow afternoon, a cool down comes. We'll talk about its duration and how much snow tonight we're getting coming up after our break.
Make it the best holiday ever with the True Love Guarantee at Numi Jewelers. Give the gift of shimmering diamonds. This diamond earring and pendant set is $199 now through Small Business Saturday. Numi Jewelers, where true love is guaranteed.
The best relationships all have a few things in common. They're dependable. They want what's best for you. They come in all shapes and sizes. But most importantly, the best relationships are built to last. You and Blue.
From cooking a feast to hanging a wreath, Fleet Farm has everything you need. This week, save on all lifelike trees. 25% off our low fleet price. A Nesco White Roaster Oven, $39.99. And select Goodyear or Kelly tires. Buy 3, get the 4th free. Plus, get 4 cents off each gallon of gas at your local Fleet Farm Fuel Center after any in-store purchase. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
I love that one. I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck.
Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm going to go buy a Chevy.
Now, during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on select 2019 models, or get 15% below MSRP on most 2020 Equinox models. That's over $6,100 on this Equinox.
A Taco John's Stuffed Grilled Taco makes a great stocking stuffer for stocking stuffers who have stockings that need to be stuffed, and stuffed well. Stuffed with layers on layers of savory stuff. Stuffed grilled tacos. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Extreme speed. Soar from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Extreme Wi-Fi 360. It's 360 degrees of coverage and a whole new way to Wi-Fi. Extreme power. Streaming so real you can feel it. Feel it. Extreme reliability. Because your life depends on it.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Our winter storm is here, and it's probably going to hit the hardest in the arrowhead of Minnesota and the upper peninsula of Michigan and a slice of northwestern Wisconsin as well, which much of east central Minnesota and a good slice of northwestern Wisconsin really not getting that much of anything. So what we're getting at here is we do have a winter storm warning in effect then for parts of St. Louis County, Lake and Cook counties in the arrowhead, and then fringing that towards the border with North Dakota, we have a winter weather advisory. And then towards the snow belt, yeah, winter weather advisory there as well. A few inches of snow possible through about noon tomorrow. We'll show you the latest chart in just a bit. Right now, the current conditions indicate that the temperature is 34 degrees. But again, this warm spell will go away by tomorrow afternoon. Cold front coming in with Arctic high pressure will chill us down at least briefly. East wind, it's going 11 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 29.91. That's because a Colorado low is coming to call. It's making barometer readings going down region-wide here. Okay, as the low approaches our region, it's bisected by a semi-stationary front, and to the north of that, well, that's where we're seeing the snows. And again, towards Bike, north of 169 there, in between Cook and Tower Sedan and points north. So far, that seems to be where the snow is the heaviest. South of that frontal boundary, we're seeing rains in east central Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin, and the UP. But with the cold sector of the low coming across, we should all shift over to snow, and that will probably change the road condition map, which right now, of course, indicates that northern Minnesota has snow covered in slippery roads. So watch out for that tomorrow morning's commute. The slip may slide into the rest of the region overnight, as indeed we do cool down at least a little bit and shift over to snow for a good portion of the region. Snow, there it is, from the Colorado low that's coming to call, but right behind that, as early as tomorrow afternoon, higher pressure slipping in should, like I mentioned, clear us up and cool us down, but perhaps only briefly. By the weekend, we'll be sunny and fairly mild, pretty much all weekend long. How much snow now are we expecting? Let's look at the latest chart here, and it does indicate that in the arrowhead of Minnesota, probably 4 to 8 is possible. Folks in the snow belt could manage 4 to 8 as well. And again, I think the 8 is most likely from just outside Grand Rapids, running along the Iron Ranges towards Ely, and pushing up to the north, again, towards places like Bike and Crane Lake. 2 to 4 inches, at least vaguely possible for the rest of us. Coming around tonight, Minnesota low temperatures could be as cool as 18, inland as warm as 35 by the lake. In Wisconsin and Michigan overnight, low 30s for the low temps there. But tomorrow, temperatures will tumble after spiking in the mid-30s in the morning. The snow is possible in the morning, maybe afternoon for Wisconsin and Michigan, but should be done by noon pretty much for Minnesotans. High temps, they tumble to the teens by the afternoon, perhaps. Now, here's the extended forecast, and that's a live picture of what's going on in Ely right now. The snows are really covering the street there right now. 90% snow chance tomorrow morning. Then the sunshine hits Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. Temperatures go oh so close to 40 once again, Tony. Then we get cloudier by Monday, and another chance of lighter snows could be with us again by Tuesday.
Thanks, Dave. The leading Democratic presidential candidates were on stage in Georgia tonight. Their fifth debate came just 75 days before the first votes of the 2020 race will be cast in Iowa. Natalie Brand reports from Atlanta.
10 Democrats running for president crowded the debate stage in Atlanta on Wednesday night. The candidates first addressed the topic that's consuming Washington, the impeachment inquiry into President Trump.
We have a criminal living in the White House.
We have a president who is not only a pathological liar, he is likely the most corrupt president in the modern history of America.
Health care remained a prime topic of discussion, with Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren defending her Medicare for All plan.
Let's bring as many people in and get as much help to the American people as we can, as fast as we can.
The fact is that right now, the vast majority of Democrats do not support Medicare for all.
A recent poll showed South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg leading in Iowa.
Because I have the right experience to take on Donald Trump. I get that it's not traditional establishment Washington experience, but I would argue we need something very different right now.
A new Atlanta Journal-Constitution poll found a majority of Georgia voters disapprove of the job President Trump is doing, and Democrats believe the state's changing demographics could make it a battleground next year. Several candidates have struggled to attract more than single-digit support, and this debate may have represented their last best shot to gain some traction.
I'm running for president to be the Democratic nominee that rebuilds our Democratic Party.
If you win the 2020 election, what would you say in your first call with Russian President Vladimir Putin?
First, I'd say, I'm sorry I beat your guy.
Tonight's stage was a little less crowded than it's been, 10 debaters instead of 12, but the field of candidates could still rise. Former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick joined the race just last week, and former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg has taken steps toward a possible run of his own. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Atlanta.
The Democrats' next debate is scheduled to be held in Los Angeles. That'll be on December 19th. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, Day 4 is in the books, and a lot came out during today's impeachment hearings. We'll have more right after the break.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. New state-of-the-art dealership. Same President's Award-winning service. KohlerToyota.com.
Dear Mean Streets, you're my kind of town. Let's do lunch. Later, RAV4.
Get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2019 RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
Warm up your rooms with hot prices at Slumberland's Thanksgiving sale. Right now, get this recliner free when you purchase this power reclining sofa for just $9.98. Most items can be in your home in a week. The Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. And you wonder why you're so tired every night. The best price in town is at Slumberland. Like right now, get this incredibly comfy Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress for just $3.94. The Thanksgiving mattress sale at Slumberland Furniture.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get an amazing offer on select Ford models. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. During the Black Friday sales event, get over $6,800 in total savings on the all-new 2020 Explorer. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
I called Aspen Dental because I had a dental emergency. They assessed it right away. We're going to get you out of pain right now and be able to keep the tooth because that was really important to me. She sat down, this is what we're looking at. Financially, can you work with this? She didn't try to focus on anything that was unnecessary. She's like, let's get you comfortable now. That was being treated royally.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes. Like yes to payments on your timeline, not ours. Yes to 0 down and 0 interest. And yes, we're all about the royal treatment. Call or book online at aspendental.com.
The fun never ends at Black Bear Casino Resort. With over 1,800 of the hottest slot machines and our thrilling selection of table games and 500-person bingo hall.
My place for gaming.
From casual to fine dining, satisfy your taste buds at one of our 3 dining venues.
My place for dining.
And relax in comfort with all of our first-class amenities.
My place to stay.
Looking for the party? Look no further than the Otter Creek Event Center.
My place for fun.
Visit blackbearcasinoresort.com and make the Bear your place.
Dear Mean Streets, you're my kind of town. Let's do lunch. Later, RAV4.
Get 0.9% APR for 60 months under new 2019 RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
Don't miss out on the action when the Bulldogs hit the ice. It's all happening only on My 9 Sports. Brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac and Essentia Health.
I don't like bullies, and I don't like you.
Star Trek Voyager. Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
House lawmakers heard from 3 more witnesses today in the second week of public impeachment inquiry into President Trump. Earlier, one of them confirmed there was a quid pro quo involving Ukraine and a visit to the White House that was widely known. Nicole Killian reports from Capitol Hill.
House investigators wrapped up another day of impeachment hearings late Wednesday with testimony from State Department Undersecretary David Hale and defense official Laura Cooper. For the first time, she revealed Ukraine asked about the hold on military aid the same day as President Trump's phone call with the nation's leader.
The Ukrainians first inquired about security assistance to someone in your office on July 25 of this year. Is that right?
That's correct. The witnesses spoke just hours after extensive testimony from U.S. Ambassador to the European Union, Gordon Sondland.
Was there a quid pro quo? The answer is yes.
He told lawmakers it was his understanding Ukraine's president would not get a White House visit and later presumably security aid unless he announced investigations into the 2016 election and a company associated with the Bidens.
Donald Trump wanted these 2 investigations that would help his reelection campaign, correct?
I can't characterize why he wanted them. All I can tell you is this is what we heard from Mr. Giuliani.
But Republicans question whether anyone explicitly told Sondland the aid was conditioned on any investigations.
They never announced any type of investigation, and they got the meeting, they got the call, and they got the money.
After watching Sondland's testimony, President Trump repeatedly maintained he wanted nothing from Ukraine and declared the impeachment inquiry over.
We have no due process. We can't have anything. And yet, not only did we win today, it's over.
Sondland claimed Vice President Mike Pence, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney were among the top administration officials who were aware of efforts to pressure Ukraine, something they all denied.
An attorney for Sondland confirms he has no plans to resign. Embassy staffer David Holmes, who overheard a call between Sondland and the president, he's scheduled to testify tomorrow. That's along with former White House Russia advisor Fiona Hill. Kelly's here to talk about sports. You sprinted in here. You must be busy tonight.
I did. I was warming up for the college hoops that we're going to cover. You know, they do a lot of running. I don't. Including the red-hot UMD men's basketball team. You're not going to want to miss highlights from this one that's coming up next.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's happiest moments when everyone has a spot. Even Spot. Now is the best time to save at Schneiderman's Furniture, but hurry in because the customer appreciation sale ends Tuesday.
Your
hands are cold, your feet are cold, you're freezing. Let Northwest Outlet warm you and your family up this winter. Nobody carries more inventory of the North Face in Columbia and has the colors, styles, and sizes in fit to 5X than Northwest Outlet. Winter hats, we have thousands of them. Keep your hands warm with gloves, mitts, liners, even choppers. Have warm feet with darn tough and smart wool socks, thousands to choose from. Winter footwear, we have all the styles and brand names you want. Shop Northwest Outlet Superior for your winter clothing, where layaways are welcome.
Update your home with the safety and warmth of a gas fireplace with the best-looking flame in Duluth. At the Fireplace Corner, we take your old, drafty, wood-burning fireplace to warm and reliable with our Heat and Glow gas inserts. Our Heat and Glow selection and financing options are backed by our 100% done-right guarantee. Don't wait for the cold. Call or stop in today and visit your local Heat and Glow gas fireplace experts with the best-looking flame in Duluth. Or click thefireplacecorner.com for our full selection.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how we maximize performance, increase strength, and give you the dependability you demand. We engineer our equipment precisely at every level. It's what makes us a leader. Now, write it off the lot, write it off your taxes with a Section 179 tax deduction when you buy new Kubota construction equipment by December 31st. See your tax advisor for details.
No one serves you better than Lula Chipperman.
Yes. Come on, say. Don't stop clapping now. Come on.
Happy Honda Days is on now. Unwrap the joy of a new Accord, the best midsize sedan in America, according to Car and Driver.
That's all right.
My name is Dan Metcalf. I'm a general surgeon and a colorectal surgeon at Memorial Medical Center. I bring a new set of skills to Ashland, and some of what Ashland would allow me is a culture that is very patient-centered. That's a really important part of surgery or medicine in general, is really getting to know the people that you're taking care of. I get the joy of seeing patients every day and taking care of people every day and learning about their lives as well as fixing them.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's peaceful moments, 8 hours at a time. Save up to $600 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets during the Customer Appreciation Sale at Schneiderman Sleep.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Putting up points has not been the issue for the UMD men's basketball team. In 3 games, they're averaging 88 points per game, up 10 points from their pace last year. At home for a non-conference matchup with the Wisconsin Parkside this evening. Coming out of halftime, the Bulldogs were up 6. The Rangers stayed tough early on. Joey St. Pierre throws it down, but the Dogs took off. A huge run ignited by Logan Rorscheid. And all he did was put the ball in the basket. Not 1, not 2, but 3 straight threes here from Canal Park. 6 of 8 from distance, a game-high 26. Romano was absolutely rocking at this point. Get up, Brandon Meyer, the senior from Superior, had 21 of his own, and the Bulldogs rained down those threes. 16 of them, to be exact, double what the Rangers could muster. They win it 89-69 and remain unbeaten at home. In Division III, St. Scholastica looking for their first win against St. Thomas. First half, the Saints come out fast. Colin Anderson coming in hot. He gets it to drop. They take an early lead. Later in the first, remember this guy? Cade Godelai finds Anderson again. Is he going to pull that? Yeah, he is. All 3 of these Saints up 18-10. But the Tommies rally from there. It ends up being a score to forget by the end of the night. St. Thomas comes away. They're the 15th ranked team in the country, all right? 110-64 the final. Milwaukee have won 7 out of their last 8 games against the Atlanta Hawks. To close out the first quarter, Bucks reserve guard Kyle Korver buries the trifecta, gives the Bucks a 10-point lead. The Bucks in transition, Eric Bledsoe with the alley-oop to Giannis Antetokounmpo for the slam dunk. Bucks by 7. Moving to the third, Bucks. Giannis gets the pass off the screen roll from George Hill. He slams it home for the bucket, 80-76 Bucks at this point. They come away with the 135-127 win. Second game in a row, Timberwolves hosting the Utah Jazz tonight. Jump to the third, open look, 3 for Treveon Graham. No go, but Karl-Anthony Towns is there for the putback. Wolves take a 1-point lead. If you need him, you call him. Teague, 2-0, Kogi, to Keelan Martin in the corner. The 3 is good. Wolves now have the lead in the fourth, and more from Cat. He gets the rebound in the fourth, pulls up for the 3, and he gets it to go. Wolves trailing by 3, Cat at 14. They fall by 8 to the Jazz. It is back to practice this week for the UMD women's hockey team. They certainly put up a fight against the number 7 Ohio State Buckeyes this past weekend. From Friday night's loss to Saturday's shootout tie, the Bulldogs did not let up. Anna Klein finally broke the scoring for UMD in the second period, but it was all Buckeyes. From there, they answered with a goal of their own and then won it in a shootout. But the Bulldogs didn't necessarily come away with the outcome that they wanted, but they certainly took a lot from the series as a whole.
I think it just kind of put things in perspective for us that if we're going to beat teams like them, we really got to up our game to the next level, and I think we're focusing on doing that going into this weekend.
Obviously, we got to try to get the puck in the net, so just getting at the goalie, getting lots of shots, and getting to the dirty areas and working hard to get the puck in the back of the net.
Couldn't convert as many times as we wanted to, so that becomes a mental battle. We had a penalty shot, we didn't convert there. Mental battle, 1-1 going into the third, and then played another 30 minutes, and it was intense. We had a power play, we had 4-on-3. They hit the post twice, so to stay composed, to get some quality saves from Maddie. We had some great looks again. I was happy to get that tie.
Number 10, Minnesota Duluth will look to hand the Minnesota Golden Gophers just their second loss of the season beginning this Friday night. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Frequent hand washing is the most effective way to stay healthy during cold and flu season. Do your part to limit the spread of germs.
Your water softener needs salt. You buy it, lug it, pour it, over and over. Save salt and the hassle with a Culligan high-efficiency water softener. The world's best. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one, too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm going to go buy a Chevy.
Get 19% below MSRP on all 2019 Silverado Crew Cab pickups. That's over $9,700 on this Silverado. Or during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on other select 2019 models.
Find the home of your dreams with Homes by Edmunds. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Duluth's oldest real estate company, Homes by Edmunds, LLP. Sunday mornings at 10:30 on CBS3.
The holiday season is truly the most wonderful time of the year. It's the perfect time to explore Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Enjoy our lights and sights of the season, local shops, restaurants, and entertainment. Duluth's Greater Downtown Council invites you to experience our city anew. Come downtown to find the perfect gift, enjoy a delicious meal, and reconnect with family and friends. Shop, dine, and celebrate together in Duluth's downtown waterfront district this holiday season.
With hot prices at Slumberland's Thanksgiving sale. Right now, get this recliner free when you purchase this power reclining sofa for just $9.98. Most items can be in your home in a week. The Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. And you wonder why you're so tired every night. The best price in town is at Slumberland. Like right now, get this incredibly comfy Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress for just $3.94. The Thanksgiving mattress sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual gift givers sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream. Open Sundays noon to 4 until Christmas.
Well, you have the chance to wish a happy holidays to local service members at home and overseas. The city of Duluth is partnering with the Red Cross of Northern Minnesota for the Holidays for Heroes project. You can stop by the mayor's reception room at City Hall and sign cards for service members and veterans. They'll be sent to people deployed and here at home. The deadline is 11 o'clock Friday morning. Dave, you're tracking a lot of snow out there tonight.
Yeah, let's take a live local look at the streets of Ely. Sounds like a TV series starring Carl Malden as a detective. But they're filling up with snow as our low-pressure system charges through our region. But it won't be here forever. No, it just might last through tomorrow morning. But into tomorrow afternoon, that 90% chance for the snow will go away. We'll get a chance to do some plowing and some shoveling. And then the sun will come out on Friday and help to warm things up for the weekend. Close to 40 by Sunday.
With any luck, I won't have to shovel. Just let the sun do its work on Saturday.
Yes, that's a good way to look at it.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.